Welcome to my channel, and this video will be about Odyssey book by Joseph Kettenbank, and it's from Mythographic series, of course. When I pre-ordered myself the newest book by Joseph, Voyage, I decided to look at his other books published in this series, and I knew some of them like aquatic or animals, and I didn't want to purchase the whole series, but I was pretty happy with the books which I purchased recently, like Wild Winter or Paradise by Atanasio. But then I looked at Odyssey and I realized that I've never seen a full flip through of this book. And I saw a couple of pictures and I realized that I absolutely need this one. I don't know why I didn't pay attention to this one before. And I realized that this book is totally for my taste. On the one side, it's a book where you absolutely don't know how to color it. It's for more advanced colorists, honestly. But on the other side, you are so in awe of the talent of the artist that you want to color it properly, to give proper credit to the beautiful line art. Again, it's like deciphering some kind of puzzles, trying to find all the objects, all the parts of the story which artists put into each of the pictures. And this one, it's with hidden objects. You know that in Voyage, finally we don't have them. In Odyssey, they are supposed to be, and in the end we have the key. But all those designs, they are so intricate and complicated that comparing to other books, I wasn't able to find which objects are part of the picture and which are supposed to be those strange hidden. Everything is so messed up in these collages that those hidden objects, they are not a problem. Again, books is started from the beautiful title page. And in this series, title pages, for me, they are very inspiring. You can use some of the colors from the cover, and for the white elements, you can use your own colors. So maybe to feel the style of this book, to taste, I can start from the covers. The first one, it's a relatively easy one because we have three girls in Greek style. Maybe they are Moiras, maybe something else, and also the classic style buildings. So this one, it's not very complicated to color, and hidden objects, they are also very gracefully put. A little bit of key here, the ring, maybe another key, so nothing such atrocious things as we have in Fabiana Atanasio, all those plungers, all those credit cards and buckets. Well, here all the hidden objects. Oh, here we have the sword or knife. So here everything is much better combined with the main image. But from the next page starts those crazy collages where all of the elements, they are beautiful, but to imagine the whole page from the first look, it's complicated. Usually when I have a look at the page, almost every time I can imagine the basic color palette. Here it won't be such an easy task, but I totally fall in love with pictures of such kind where we have mythological creatures or connection with some of the places and countries. Look at the beautiful kitsune together with wolf probably, and all those beautiful gates in Japanese style behind. I do love these stairs. And again, I'm not bothered here that we have necklace, another sword. For me, they are not bad hidden objects. Finally, we have very elegantly made created picture. Well, I think that for this book, pencils will be my main media because everything is so detailed, so busy, and in tiny element of the page you can find huge amount of objects, butterflies, fishes, owls, and on the first side you look it looks like it's a simple mess, but then you can imagine story behind each of these pages. Another one of the traditional Kettenbank pictures where you have surface of the water and many things visible beneath of the water. It's technically difficult to color, but it's very instructive if you imagine how to do such things. We have again stone columns going through the surface of the pond and something like giant snake probably here, and girl traveling in the boat. Not easy to color, but step by step. I think that I will be able to decipher and to color all of them. And it's good that with such a fantasy style you don't have to limit yourself with any of colors. Well, here we have dance of the skeletons, but first I noticed the dance of skeletons and flowers. Then I noticed that actually they are dancing on the huge head of the other skeleton. And that's why I love these books, that on the first moment you notice one thing. If you look closer, you notice more details and more in levels of the story of the picture. Again, very creative. I can't stop to praise the talent of Joseph Kettenbank. Look at the giant marine snake turned into horse. Well, what a creature, and poor boat. I don't think that it survived the storm and such a creature. Wow, very interesting. That's another very creative but very frightening one. We have one style of ancient city here, another style of the tower here, and all of them are on the back of some giant snail or maybe some kind of crab. I don't know, this one I still need to think about to decipher, not an easy one. Another morphing from the landscape into animal, very interesting and beautiful idea. Stone arch and mountains behind. So original, so unlike many other books. It's definitely one of the most original and most frightening books I've ever had, but I'm very happy that I decided that I need this one, that somehow I missed it when I looked at the first books by Mythographic series, and finally I am glad that I added to my collection. I love everything connected to the Egyptian mythology, so here it's another page where at least I know which basic colors I can use, and then step by step I can color the rest of the details. We have even the scarab insect, traditional for the Egypt, very thoughtful. Well, I don't know, here we have the hand and the butterfly, some intertwined branches of the tree. Well, that's definitely will have to wait. Another turtle, we have a lot of turtles in the Mythographic series, and this one I absolutely love because on the back it gathered a lot of cute animals. Very creative, and it's traveling not on the water but through the sky. On the back it also has this tree in bloom, very nice. I think that if we do dark background first, it will be easier to color the rest of the elements. Here I don't know even how to starting to explain this one. Beautiful, maybe ancient Rome style building. Then we have the octopus and something morphing from the water, maybe it's girl holding the sword. Wow, you can see that we have several layers, several areas of this page, and how to combine them into well-balanced color combo, that will be a challenge. That's another one of the best pictures in the book. I love this monkey from the mythology. I just have to think which colors to use for the dragons behind and for the background. Well, it's another page with a huge mass of interesting creatures, and you won't be able to find them from the first sight. We can see the main character, and he's also partly made from stone and partly like a living creature. Behind we have magical bird and some smaller creatures. Everything surrounded by fruits and flowers. Oh no, how it will be possible to color at least a couple of such pictures. But at least I can admire the art style of the artist. Here we have some hint to the Alice in Wonderland. I saw several finished pictures. For this one, at least I know where to start, so this one is relatively easy. Here we have an angel and probably kind of mermaid. They are trying to reach to one another, a very romantic one. Next we have girl with snakes on her head, some kind of Medusa girl, and she is dancing with a snake, but snake who is also morphing into those crystals. Crazy thing, but amazingly beautiful. Here we finally have something in style of Greek mythology. Maybe indeed it's like Odyssey, or maybe one of the Greek gods, surrounded by aquatic creatures. Oh, I won't be able to say anything about this one because it's just a huge mess, probably created by the boy's imagination, parts of the stories, parts of the legends, some toys. Look at this adorable frog. I'm not sure if it would be possible to show you, but frog, smoking frog. It's absolutely great. That's why I love that. You look and you find more and more interesting and cute objects. Well, let's move more quickly because I can tell praises about each of the pages. Again, finally I have mermaid. I didn't have such a picture in May, so I think that I need to prolong mermaid for the next months and to color such a beautiful page with mermaid. This one I will save for winter, and I absolutely love the boy traveling on the white bear. And look at the adorable squirrel here. Here we have like a warrior girl, I think, with a huge sword, and maybe she is traveling on the fox. It's a fox. She is wounded, but I hope that it will heal soon. A very nice page. Well, look at all this mess. We have dragons, we have a beautiful castle, we have like lion and the lumberjack, probably from the story of Magician of Oz. People, it's better to look at all those pictures and to create your own story behind all of them. Look at the bird created from flowers and leaves, and the girl here. We have the stone arches and also the owl. Here we have some imaginative castles and palace, and finally another one probably from the Greek gods, looking at the clothes. And we have Pegasus here. This one is nice, and it can be one of my first pictures here. I love it, and it's not very difficult to color. Oh, this one is beautiful. Somehow I love to color octopuses. You can use a variety of colors, but all other elements here, they are so difficult to color. Look at the buildings with the roofs, which are covered by glass domes, and they all have plants inside. Very beautiful buildings. What do we have here? We have girl traveling with the magical lamp, and from this lamp she created some of the creatures. Also there are several waterfalls. Well, well, people, so imaginative, but I have no idea how it's possible to color. Oh, that was the page when I found it, when I looked at it, I realized that I need this book even for this page. I also love everything connected to the Maya, Inca and other American cultures, so when I can find something connected to the same in the coloring books, of course I need such a book. So I love this temple, I love other carved statues here. They are also decorated by beautiful flowers, water here in front of the temple. Well, this one is relatively easy with all those bright lanterns. If you do the dark background, then it will be easier to color this fairy sitting on the half of the moon. So not all the pictures are so frightening. Look at the magician here. I think that here we have a lot of toys, so maybe it's part of the children's dreams. This one is definitely a good one to color. Flying turtles. Who can refuse to color page with flying turtles and such a beautiful landscape here? Again, different styles of the villages and buildings on one page. And I do love the girl in the center. Here we have probably something connected to zodiac theme, to the stars. Here we have another tiny magician, and it definitely will be a winter page. You have dreaming girl with a lot of toys, and she is dreaming about whale, about magician. I think that I can turn it into a winter page. Here we have adorable wooden creatures. I don't know how to call them, but they are absolutely nice. Here we have partly human, partly owl, very creative and surrounded by books. That's definitely for me. I love everything about libraries, about books. So, of course, I want to color it. Here we have magical door, entrance to the magical world. What we have around, maybe it's fire flying around the girl. And look at the fox which starts to appear from the water near the girl. Another very interesting creature like griffon and girl in the beautiful mask. So creative. That's another one of my favorites. Here we have this famous legend that Ward is standing on the backs of the elephants and everything is standing on the back of the turtle. Here we also have flying turtle, very creative, and it's another one which I wanted to select as my first project here. Finally, that's the end of the book. I will call this book the craziest one and one of the most inspiring in my collection. I won't be disappointed to have it only as an art book, but of course I will put all my efforts into coloring something here. The beauty of the line art deserved to be colored properly. And if you are ready to be able to do such challenging book, I will be happy if you color it together with me.